Very good, guys. How are you doing? Doing good? Surviving? Hopefully, yes. Teacher Hoffa here again with some survival English for you. Okay, essential English, basically. Okay, things you're gonna do. Oops. Things you're gonna use in a practical way. You're gonna use on the streets. All right. Very good. So let's get started. Guys, remember something. Whenever you have a question or something like this, okay, use the chat box below, okay, to talk to me. If you want, you can use the comment section as well to give answers, for instance, for exercises or something like this. All right, but you can always talk to me using the chat box below. If you're on YouTube, you can use the chat box, which is here or here. I'm not very good. My memory fails me every time. All right. Very good. So remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. So if you have any kind of questions, if you have anything to add, okay, I'm here for you. All righty then. Very good. So let's get started. Very good. So guys, today we're dealing a little bit with practical English for tourism. Oh, very good. That's quite useful. That's quite useful. Not right now because airports are all locked down. But anyways, after this whole apocalyptic scenario, okay, after we survive coronavirus, you'll be able to travel around again. So don't worry about it. You have time enough to use this vocabulary. And it's a very practical one because those are things you're going to hear on the streets. Okay? If you're a tourist or a tour guide or something like this. Okie dokie. Very good. So here's a happy family traveling around. Yeah, we should avoid that right now. Social distancing is essential. Very good. So basic vocabulary and definitions. So let's go through some basic vocabulary and definitions, okay? Very good. So let's work on pronunciation first. So the first one we have is attractions. Attractions, okay? You can repeat with me if you want. Repeat with me. Attractions. Attractions. Second one, business district. Business district. What's that? What's that? I know. We'll see in a while, okay? Entertainment district. Entertainment district. Dining district. Dining district. Custom. Custom. Not costume, okay? Highlight. Highlight. Scenery. Scenery. From scene, okay? Surroundings. Surroundings. Depart. Depart. Arrive. Arrive. Recommend. Recommend. Landmarks. Landmarks. Okay, so we have attractions, business district, entertainment district, dining district, custom, highlights, scenery, surroundings, depart, arrive, recommend, and landmarks. All right, so let's check definitions. Very good. So the first one is attractions. Okay, if you're in doubt, if you have any questions about, if you're a little bit in doubt how to pronounce it, just check here. Okay, we have here the phonetic way of pronouncing it. Okay, attraction, attraction. Okay? So places for tourists to see or to visit. Okay? So here you have the Colosseum. So the Colosseum is a quite famous attraction in Rome. Okay? So oh wait a second. Oops, that's right. So every single city, okay, it's got its own attractions actually. Okay, for instance, Rio, we have the Redeemer. Okay, Sao Paulo, we have Maspi. Okay, very good. So they are attractions. They are touristic attractions. All right, very good. The business district. See, so business district, the center of the city where the offices are located. Okay, so generally in the business district, it's in the city center. Okay, remember that we have the Times Square. Oh, what's the name of it? Is it the time? No, it's not the Times Square. It's the I forgot the name. If you guys remember, where you have like all this, the offices in New York. What's the name again? Jesus, it's not the Times Square. Is it? Is it? I can't remember. But anyways, here, for instance, in Sao Paulo, okay, you have the Paulista Avenue. Okay, it's a business district. Loads of offices. So whenever you're talking about the business district, okay, you're talking about offices, okay, places where people work. That's why they call business districts. Actually, yeah. So that's why they call them business districts. Okay. Very good. So, entertainment district. Oh, that's a good one. An area that has a lot of pubs, bars, clubs, etc. Okay, so everything connected to entertainment. Okay, it's in the entertainment district. District. Okay, for instance, in Dublin, we have the Temple Bar. Okay, the Temple Bar is considered an entertainment district. It's got like loads of pubs, bars, clubs, and so on. Okay? So, by the way, if you're watching me, tell me what's the name of the entertainment district in your city? Okay? If you have an entertainment district in your city, how do you call it? All right, here, for instance, in Dublin, they call it a Temple Bar. Okay, that's the entertainment district. Dining district, very good. So, an area with a lot of restaurants. Okay, so the dining district, it's an area with a lot of restaurants or places to eat. Okay, remember, guys, that sometimes the dining district and the entertainment district, they're the same thing. Okay, for instance, in Dublin, the Temple Bar is also a dining district. So if you want to have like traditional food or something like this, you're gonna find a lot of very good restaurants around there. Okay, custom, very good, custom. So something that people do as part of their culture. Okay, so see on a photograph. Chinese people, they're doing this. This is a very common way of greeting people in Japan. Okay? They bow. Okay? So, for instance, in Brazil, people tend to hug or shake hands. Okay? Or give like kisses on the cheek. Okay? So, there are things that something that people do as part of their culture. All right, there's several things related to eating, related to the cuisine, related to the way people behave. Okay, so this is a very expensive term. Okay, Highlight, very good, highlight or highlight if you have more than one, okay, is the best part of an event or a particular period of time, okay? So it's the best part of a trip, for instance. So in this case, look at the picture. So the highlight of her trip was meeting native people, okay, indigenous people. So that was the highlight of her trip. All right, very good. So the highlight is the best part of an event or a particular period of time. That's it. And here we have a scenario, okay? Is the setting for a place, natural beauty you see around a place, okay? So the scenario is the setting for a place, a beautiful scenario, okay? If you're watching like the sunset over a beautiful landscape or something like this, okay? That's a scenario. All right. Surroundings. Surroundings, everything around you, okay? So see, here, if you're walking this pathway right here, imagine you're walking this pathway. Your surroundings, okay? For instance, you are surrounded by trees and statues, okay? So those are your surroundings, okay? Surroundings. So is everything around you? Very good. Now let's check some verbs. To arrive, to reach a destination. So when you arrive, you have reached a destination. Okay, that's quite straightforward, really simple. To depart, to leave a place, to take off. So if you're departing a place, okay, so if you're departing, you're leaving a place. All right, or to take off. Remember, it's off, not of. Okay, off. To recommend, to give advice, to suggest. Okay, we generally recommend places, okay, when we're talking about tourism. So you ask for recommendation and give recommendations as well. Okay, so to recommend. Very good. Landmarks, a prominent identifying feature of a landscape. So see, here I have a photograph of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Okay, so it's a landmark, okay? Because it's something that it's easily identified, okay? For instance, an attraction such as the Colosseum can also be a landmark, okay? So you have like you can interchange words in this case, okay? But they serve different purposes, okay? So attention to that. The landmarks and attractions. A landmark can be an attraction can be a landmark, okay, and so forth. But generally, we use a landmark to give an idea of reference. Okay, very good. So let's go through all of them again. So we have attractions, business district, entertainment district, dining district, customs, highlight, scenery, surroundings, to arrive, to depart, to recommend, landmarks. Okay, quite straightforward. So now, double checking what you heard. Oh, okay. So sometimes people remember that you'll be given and asking for directions as well. Okay, and sometimes people have different accents. Okay, some people they talk fast. Some people not that much, okay? So whenever you're in doubt about what you're hearing, okay, try to double check that, okay? So double checking what you heard. Very good. So checking for understanding. Okay, here's some phrases you might use to see to check if you did understand it well. Okay, so the first one we have here is I'm sorry. Always politeness is a must. Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. Can you repeat, please? So I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. Can you repeat, please? Okay. The second one, I beg your pardon. It's the same thing of saying I'm sorry or excuse me. Okay. So I beg your pardon, but it's even more polite. Okay. I beg your pardon, I didn't get it. I didn't get it is the same as I didn't understand. Okay? Can you say that again? So I beg your pardon, I didn't get it. Can you say that again? And the last one, I'm sorry, but I didn't catch that. Okay? It's the same as saying I didn't understand. Can you describe what you mean? Can you give more details about it? Okay? So I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand. Can you repeat, please? I beg your pardon, I didn't get it. Can you say that again? I'm sorry, but I didn't catch that. Can you describe what you mean? Very good. So let's jump. Let's move on to recommendations. If you have any questions, okay, just send me. I'll address them one by one. Recommendations. Very good. So asking for recommendations. So, excuse me. Do you know a good place for an ice cream? So when you're asking people about their opinion, basically on many different places, for instance, okay? So if they recommend the place for you, it means that they like the place. They had a good time at that place before you talk to them. Okay, so asking for recommendations. Excuse me, which is the same thing as a beg your pardon. Do you know a good place for an ice cream? Okay, so you can change ice cream for whatever you want. Do you know a good place for Italian pasta? Okay. Do you know a good place for a beer? Very good. Or a gelato. Where can I find a nice place for having lunch? Very good. Sorry, what's the best place around for a cold beer? It's too hot. So what's the best place around for a cold beer? Is there any traditional Irish pub around here? We hear that all the time in Temple Bar. Is there any traditional Irish pub around here? Or pubs? Very good. So, excuse me, do you know a good place for an ice cream? Where can I find a nice place for having lunch? Sorry, what's the best place around for a cold beer? Is there any traditional Irish pub or pubs around here? Okay, and that's it. Given recommendations. Now it's the other way around. Now you're given recommendations, okay? So, for local cuisine, I recommend, and you can use the name of the pub or the bar or restaurant, okay? So, for local cuisine, I recommend don't forget, guys, this word is it's a French word, okay? Cuisine. So that's the way you pronounce it. For local cuisine, I recommend my favorite place in town is. So you say the name of the place. Personally, I suggest the name of the place. Okay? So again, asking for recommendations. Excuse me, do you know a good place for an ice cream? Where can I find a nice place for having lunch? Sorry, what's the best place around for a cold beer? Is there any traditional Irish pubs around here? Given a recommendation for local cuisine, I recommend my favorite place in town is personally, I suggest use the name of the place, okay? Providing directions and describing a place. Very good, okay? So now, the classes we had last week, okay, they will like come in handy right now, okay? Because last week we were talking about like describing places in a map, and giving and asking for directions. Okay, so you can use your previous knowledge with this one as well. It's all a huge a network of knowledge. Okay, all you gotta do is to know how to use it. Very good. So useful phrases. So turn left. Remember, left hand. Turn right. Go straight. Stop at the, and you give the name of a landmark or a reference point. Continue until. Take the subway, train, or taxi. Then if you're using a taxi, you have to change the article. Okay, so take a taxi. Very good. So points of reference. So at the traffic light, look, this is a traffic light. So at the traffic light, you turn right. At the bus stop, you turn left. At the train station. And the number of blocks. Okay, guys, this is a block. Okay, so when people tell you, for instance, go straight ahead for 2 blocks. So if you're here, for instance, you go 1 block, 2 block, then you turn right, and then you turn right. Okay, so 1 block, 2 blocks, right. Okay, so you can say in 3 blocks, for instance. All right. On the main plaza, very good. Plaza is similar to square, okay? So square and plaza, they're basically the same thing. So a short dialogue. So see, can you tell me how to get to the theater? Sure, the theater is near the train station. So he's given a reference point, okay? A point of reference. She's given actually. Okay, so sure, the theater is near the train station. Look at that. There's a train station. So the theater is near the train station. Okay, very good. So again, turn left, turn right, go straight, stop at the, continue until, take the subway, train, a taxi, at the traffic light, at the bus stop, at the train station, in 5, 3, 1, 2, on the main plaza, and here's the dialogue. Okay, very good. So now, here's some icebreakers for friendly small talk. Icebreaker is something you say or ask, okay, to cut the tension, okay, to make people smile for a bit, okay? So imagine you're in a room and full of people, no one's talking to no one, then you ask something just to break the ice, okay? To get rid of that tension. All right, so we call them icebreakers, okay, for friendly small talk. Small talk's like a chit chat, a short conversation, okay? With no apparent like aim. It's just like to small talks like, oh, okay, so how do you like Dublin? Okay, it's not like something really important. It's just to break the ice. Okay, so you're enjoying your time in London. Very good. So you're enjoying your time in London. Very good, guys. Attention. Sometimes you don't need to use the correct word order. Okay, to ask questions. All you got to do is to act it out. Okay, to act as you're asking something. For instance, imagine you have a new classmate. You can ask something like this. Instead of using, are you new here? You can say, you're new here. And then people will understand you. Like, actually, this is quite natural for natives, okay? To use an affirmative sentence, but with an interrogative tone. Okay, so you're new here. Okay. How do you like the city so far? So how do you like the city? Do you like it? You don't like it? Until now. So far as until now, okay? What do you think of the artichoke? Food, beach, okay? Very good. So those are some icebreakers for you. Now, that's it for today. But first, let's test your skill. Your skills, actually. Let me fix that. No, not fix it that now because otherwise you see the, the answers. Not giving it away. Haha. Very good. So test your skill. Yeah, if you're talking about one skill, you can use that. Test your skill. Yeah, it's not that bad. Very good. So we have some sentences here. All I want to do is to have you actually, all you got to do is to say that if they're true or false. Okay, you can use the common area to write if your answers. Okay, for the 5 sentences we have right there. But I'll give you a couple of minutes. Actually, I'll give you 1 minute. I think that's more than enough. I'll read them all for you. So let's go one by one. The dining district is full of nightclubs. Is that true or false? The Big Ben is a British landmark. True or false? To arrive is to reach a place. Beg your pardon, or I beg your pardon, okay? Yeah, that's a typo. I beg your pardon is equal to excuse me, is it? Beg your pardon. Oh, actually, I remember why I crossed the I out, because you can also say beg your pardon, okay, without using I. Yeah, quite natural, okay, for natives to say it. Beg your pardon, okay? Excuse me. And the last one to highlight is the best part of your trip. So I'm going to give you 1 minute. I think that's more than enough. Let me check here. Very good. All right. It's all right. Very good. Here you go. Oh my God, no! Oh, Jesus. I hope you didn't see that. If you're folks focused on your tasks, your task actually, you didn't see it. Very good. Boom, 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 boom. So let's check it. Checking it. So the dining district is full of nightclubs. False. The dining district is full of restaurants. Okay. The entertainment district is full of nightclubs. The Big Ben is a British landmark. That's true. Okay. Highly recognizable. To arrive is to reach a place. That's true as well. Okay. Beg your pardon. Excuse me? Yep, that's true. The highlight is the best part of your trip. Yes, it is. All right. Very good. So let me maximize myself again. Very good. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed, okay? And in case you have any further questions, just let me know, okay? I'm here for you. Remember, I'm here on Wednesday as well. So if you want some more survival English, okay, just stay tuned. All right, very good. That's Teacher Rafa saying peace out, okay? And remember, the comment area is for you guys to say whatever you want, okay? I'm checking it on a daily basis. So even if you're watching this class later on, okay, send me a message anyway. Send me your questions. I'll address them one by one. All right. Thank you very much and see you soon.